Many of us prefer running to music, and despite loud opinions about Apple, their AirPods are still some of the most popular Bluetooth earbuds in the market. Technically, they're not really earbuds, but whatever. The AirPods are actually my preferred choice for listening to music, despite the fact that I own an Android phone. They're Bluetooth, so they work just fine. But regardless of what kind of phone you own, iPhone or Android, there are still some things to consider when running with the AirPods. For one, they're not a perfect fit for everyone. They actually fall out of my ears oftentimes. If I'm just walking through the streets or commuting to college, then they're fine. They don't fall out of my ears. However, once I start running or shaking my head or doing anything rigorous, then they begin to fall out, and it's really annoying. Hey. The AirPods are designed for most people, but everyone's ears come in different shapes, so that logic is fundamentally flawed. For what it's worth, they did a really good job with it, in my opinion. The second thing to consider is the case. This thing is bulky, you don't really want it in your pocket when you're running, it will be bouncing around. The fewer things that you can bring with you on a run, the better. And besides your phone, you shouldn't really be carrying anything other than your keys. I've been training with the AirPods and even ran the Vancouver Sun Run 2018 wearing them. So here's how I managed. First of all, I'm going to remind you that Apple doesn't claim water resistance or even sweat-proofness with the AirPods. Now, a lot of people do exercise with them and they work just fine. But if you're going to go running with them, proceed at your own risk. I've gone on several runs and they showed no sign of wear. Now that's out of the way, let's talk about how I secure the AirPods in my ear canals. Earhooks. The specific ones I have here are from Aha Style. They claim free lifetime replacements, but I don't know if they're still going to hold up to that because these are now unavailable in Canada. At least on Amazon.ca they are. Alternatively, Spigen has some earhooks as well, and I will link these in the description below. The Aha Styles install really easily. You just push them in through the back like that, and they're in. Very simple. However, you should consider the fact that once the earhooks are installed, they won't fit back in the case until they're removed. Inconvenient. But for the security that they provide, I'd say it's quite worth it. Hey. Additionally, since the AirPods and the EarPods pretty much have the same design, these will also work with the EarPods if you own a pair. Now, what about the case? How do I deal with that bulk? Well, there's a simple solution to that. Pair the AirPods at home, and then leave the case there while you go running with your phone. There's pretty much no reason as to why you need to repair the AirPods during your run. Just make sure that you have 100% energy on them before you start. And that the first thing that you do when you get back is to pop them in the case, because they're really easy to lose on their own. And that's it for this video. That's how I run with the Apple AirPods. So what kind of music do you have in your running playlist? Let me know in the comment section below, and that is it for this video. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Today is Monday. My road test is in like 1 hour because right now it is 13:44. It begins officially at 15:15. But I'm actually sort of afraid of failing this one, to be honest. So yeah, you're gonna know my results in about 3,